Say it.
So Giants Live was in Vegas. As far as I'm concerned, I think there was a couple of hiccups. Now that's just me being very picky.
Yeah,
But
I don't think that was too many
look,
hiccups.
at the very start of it, like I'm just going to say, so at the start of it, obviously some of the microphones weren't working. There was a lot of static in the live stream. Well, on my side, anyway, there seemed to be a lot of static on the live stream. It's only small little things, but other than that, as far as the show goes, show went well. There was probably a couple of upsets. Probably people weren't expecting the podium that actually happened in the end, and especially with Tom Stoltman and Evan Singleton at the very bottom of it.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with those two guys.
It's very strange.
Yeah.
But I think the biggest thing of all is that we don't have a new deadlift record.
No, we don't. And
you're getting on.
Look, I had a chat with Graham on the phone a week before. He sounded very confident, like super confident, injury-free. So it feels amazing. He had a year to get ready for it. He didn't compete anywhere else. So when you hear someone say all these things, it makes you confident too. So that said, I think Graham dropped a big ball on this one.
Yeah, because you did say in the last video there was a 90% chance that he'd get it. He left 10% for injuries. Now you did say 10% for injuries. Now, obviously, from the looks of it, he hasn't been injured.
It wasn't an injury. I don't know what it was. I texted him. I haven't received a
Well, the time difference is a big thing, Like, it's very early for us here, so it's very late over there.
It's a shame because I think that was his best opportunity to get that record done.
Yeah, considering that, like, last year he got to the knees. He lost a lot of weight towards the start of the year. 17 kilos he lost, and then he's gradually, after building himself back up, and he looked very, very big. He looked very big.
To be fair, his 470 off the floor was real fast. Just couldn't. Just couldn't lock it out. He couldn't hold the weight. I don't know. It's just the zone differences, the time zone differences. Is it like the whole week before the competition, like, you're out of your routine? That could be the case as well, but that's all excuses at the end of the day.
Yeah, well, like I looked at it and I thought, it's terrible to say, but it feels like Ivan Makarov and Graham Hicks, the two of them, went backwards, if that makes sense. Because when you seen Makarov when he did the 505, it was way worse than last time he attempted it, 2 years ago. Rono Heinle did 470, very easy 470 for Rono. Like, the 505, then obviously he didn't get it. Yeah. But I mean, in terms of like Graham the last time he did, say, went for the 505, the 455 or the 454, the 1,000 pounds moved incredibly quick. So the 470 this year round probably should have moved as quick as the 454 did last year. Yeah,
like I think the lockout, that 460, you remember when he uploaded as well?
The 465, yeah.
So that was that. We saw that the lockout was the issue. Like the initial pull off the floor was fine.
Over the knees.
Yes, over the knees is fine. Just lock it out. It seems like it took him time. It's the same issue happened to him with 470 in this competition. So was his last attempt on 505? It could be the case because he's 39. Like I said, he's injury free. If he can get it now, next year he can again sacrifice his all year just to try to break the record again. I don't know. You're a year older. You're already
still under a lot of stress.
Yeah. So I don't know if it's possible now.
Because the load, the consistent load that he's having to put on his body, because like everybody knows that like the deadlift is the heaviest thing on your central nervous system. Like it's fries your body for realistically over a week. Like if you're training that sort of load, like what was Eddie Hall? I think it was every 11 days or something he was deadlifting. Yeah. And like you said even earlier, and I've seen it in a video before, like 455 was the heaviest he ever deadlifted.
Before the pull for 500. Yeah, he's like he never went heavier than that.
Because he said himself that he wasn't able to he couldn't break it in the gym. He just physically wasn't able. Now he went and he got some kind of mind games done with himself as well.
And I think Eddie knew, like he always kind of had a plan when it comes to strongman. So he knew like he will try to break the world record in the deadlift and he will try to win world's strongest man, and he's done with it, and he'll do whatever after that. And it's not a very sort of, which way to put it, it's not a great thing for strongman as such, because we didn't get him to compete that many times. But after what he achieved with YouTube and being like
a mainstream celebrity.
So it really benefited our sport. So in a way, he did more for our sport by competing less than anyone else. So it's kind of very impressive what Eddie achieved. And he knew that he need to pull 500, and he need to pull that 500 on that day, because he already sort of convinced himself that after that he's done. He's walking away. He will try to break I think he did break the axle record.
He broke the axle. Yeah, he tried to break the log.
Yeah, but at his best, at his heaviest, at the peak of his career, he was when he broke the deadlift world record, and in 2017 when he won.
And it was I didn't realize, but when you actually look back at the video, you realize how smooth the 500 was.
Yeah.
Like, I obviously know there was a bit of like, say, pressure. You could see even afterwards he passed out and the blood and all this kind of stuff. But I mean, as regards, like, there was, I think, was it Makarov when he's doing it? He's so hunched over and leaned over trying to get it.
He's not engaging as well as Eddie did.
Like, Eddie literally looked like a tree stump.
Yeah,
he was just solid.
We have to mention Thor as well. Like Thor, arguably, I don't know, he still owns now, based on the Google search, he owns the 501 world record in the deadlift. And it seems like he's the only one who can break that record.
I think now
a lot of fans in our subscribers in our comment section said that only Thor can break it, and I was so, I don't know, just from talking with Graham, I was so confident that he might pull that off, and it would have been such a great achievement for him, and he could have just maybe then just
rested on the laurels.
He could have said, right, I'm done with Strongman, and he's 39 years of age. Why not just focus on the family and other stuff maybe after the career is over? Because what he will do now, go back into competing.
I don't think there's an ease.
Strongman as such,
He might go into powerlifting.
Powerlifting, yes.
Could we go back into powerlifting? Because was it 3 years ago? I think was the last time you kind of competed in powerlifting.
Yeah,
but if it's something he wants to do, maybe. But I mean, as in terms like you were saying, I thought myself that Graham was going to break it as well.
Yeah,
because was it in July when he was doing was it 430 for 3 reps or something, or I think it was 430 for 3 reps, and it was
just knowing that
smooth.
that you sacrifice the whole year to improve from what you did the previous year, So
and he didn't.
Yeah, so 470 easy. So he says, right, if I'm gonna do the whole year, just focus on that. I thought, right, it's possible, but apparently it wasn't the case.
But look, other than that, I know obviously we would have liked to seen the deadlift world record. Now, like we were saying yesterday, or the last video, it was 1 a.m. our time, so I think I was up at 6:30, 7 a.m. this morning, and the first thing, just straight away, Strongman archives. What did he get? And when I seen Graham got 425, I was like, oh, what is this? I thought maybe an injury or something like that. I didn't realize, obviously, the lockouts. And then when you get to see the live stream afterwards and you see all these things, look, even at that, I was very surprised with the results, because Tom Stoltman only doing 400 kilos, wasn't expecting that.
I don't know. I don't understand Tom, for example. I don't know why he's going to the competition not being prepared for the competition. What's the point? Just traveling, and he holds that world's strongest man title as well. You're not making money. You're kind of creating more, I don't know, chatter from the fans saying that he's not deserving to be world's strongest man. For example, than Mitch Hooper, who's so consistent, winning everything, dominating everything. He pulled 470 deadlift. Kind of relatively ease as well.
Went for a 505 without even wanting it to be a thing.
He's putting on the line every single competition, which is so impressive. And I think World's Strongest Man should be that way, winner of World's Strongest Man. And Tom is just, it seems like he's becoming one trick World's Strongest Man pony.
Yeah, because remember Novikov as well, when he won World's Strongest Man.
Yeah.
For competitions afterwards, he could not be bet.
Yes.
He was always winning. He was giant slave shows. He was on podiums. Same as what Mitchell Hooper is now.
Yeah.
And it is terrible to say, but it's just it doesn't look world's strongest man quality.
No.
And we know obviously Tom, the condition and things that he has, it's not as probably easy for change and scenery, moving to different especially flying to America. it can't be easy. Like, you know, time different changes.
No, but like he won World's Strongest Man.
Yeah, exactly. He won.
America,
yeah, that's very true.
So to me, it's like Tom should be like, right, I'm just gonna focus on World's Strongest Man, and I'm done with it. And I don't think I know some people will be upset about it, but like, if I was his agent, right, such,
that's
I would tell. Yes, I would tell him like, look, dude, stop competing in all these other competitions. There's no point.
Be the next Mr.
Yeah,
World
you seemingly you can peak only once a year, which is as well perfectly fine. And in other competitions you're going in, you're damaging your name more than anything else because you're not performing. So my advice would be just focus on the World Strongest Man. Especially he doesn't need to qualify because he's already a winner. So
champion,
so.
Just might as well some time, relax.
Yeah, just do that because I think that's what his body and his just personality needs.
Yeah, because now like the shows he has left now is World Tour Finals, which will be coming up in kind of a couple of weeks' time. You then have Rogue Invitational a couple of weeks afterwards. Next show then is Britain's Strongest Man in January, and then you have Arnold in March. Again,
Rogue, I get it. There's a bit of money involved. Yeah. I don't know.
But it is tough because considering he left after the car walk, he had a very slow car walk, and then he obviously pulled out of competition. Evan Singleton,
he clearly wasn't ready for that competition. So why would you want to enter as a champion, as a World's Strongest Man, the competition not being like even 90%?
Yeah,
to me it just doesn't make sense.
He wasn't there. But look, again, keep going on. Like we said, like Evan Singleton as well. He pulled out of competition. As someone that we were chattering about saying like he could potentially be on the podium, he pulled out because of a back twinge from the sounds of it, and you can see why he has a back twinge. Like it's the rogue. It's
how many times?
You know what they say, like Rogue Invitational, like Rogue Fitness and stuff like that. He is just a rogue when it comes to like his deadlift form. Like he just yanks and pulls. Like when he went up to do the 1,000 pounds, like I was looking, thinking, like, is he going to set up? He doesn't. He just stands and just rips it from the floor. Like he's hurt. It's like that. You're going to get back twinges. You're going to end up long term hurting yourself.
Yeah. Again, that's his personality.
Yeah, I feel like we're just a repetitive
only
record.
In World's Strongest Man, he was more maybe composed
because he had a week to do it.
Yes, he was way more composed. But in these competitions, like now, second competition in a row?
Like I was saying, when I woke up and I seen obviously the results, I was very surprised with some of the results, especially considering you had Mitchell Hooper got 470, you had Trey Mitchell got 470. And then when you actually look into it and you see that Trey Mitchell got 470 without a suit,
that is so impressive.
That is impressive. Yeah. Like, to me, that's the winner of the event. Like,
again, I think he shouldn't be invited to Rogue Invitational. I'll say it again.
And look, I even see people say when we made the video, if you haven't seen it, obviously go have a look with the athlete lineup for Rogue Invitational. But there was a lot of people agreed with us that Trey Mitchell should have been invited, and I really think
he proved it again.
He just proved it again. Came second. Only by 4 points, I think, was the difference between him and Mitch, who Mitch, in my eyes at the moment, is unbeatable.
Untouchable.
I even said it, like, people think Hafthor Bjornsson is the only one that can beat him. I don't even think Hafthor Bjornsson can beat him.
Not yet. I don't think that in Rogue, we'll see what's going to happen in Rogue. Did it announce the events?
No. Events.
So we'll see what comes to events. But at the moment, Mitch is just on his own level.
I like leaps and bounds above. And you can even see, like, we see Mitch had a couple of like hiccups, I suppose, with the Atlas stones.
Yeah, but that was
and stuff like that.
That was like, I think Taki was very tackish.
He wouldn't actually let go of the Atlas stone.
I think these were the issues, but it's a minor thing.
That's a small thing, yeah. But like when you come to it, like saying again, Mitch attempted 505, got it to the knee, and for everybody that knows Mitch,
he didn't need to do that.
Exactly. Yeah. So like Mitch, every time you listen to videos or you hear afterwards, he's so precise. Everything is taught to the last. So if he's like, right, I can deadlift this 11 times, but I only need 6 to win, so I'll deadlift 6 times. Like, you know what I mean? This is the kind of stuff, and you see a lot of times when he does deadlift for reps, he just does whatever he needs to do. He says, right, no one's going to get that. Drop it. I can do more, but what's the point? So when I seen that he went for the 505, I was thinking like, this is a different Mitch. Like,
you really have to put Mitch in the category of being one of the best of all time.
Yeah, and he's 3 years in the sport.
So impressive, so consistently impressive. It's insane. I know that we have more major competitions, but this guy competing, like he's to me like he's the guy like Big Z who was competing as well a lot, not as much as Big Z, but close enough. Like Brian Shaw, he never competed that many times a year.
Arnold in Worlds.
Yeah, like 3-4 competition maybe a year. Mitch is having what? 10?
Easy,
8? 9 competitions a year?
He's doing all the Giants live.
Yeah.
Worlds. He does the Arnold. He does Arnold UK. He's doing Rogue Invitational.
Yeah. Like, so we have like 8.
Strongest man on earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like so impressive. So impressive.
But like the way he looks at it, I even see from his videos, he says that he uses the competition, that was terrible to say, but he uses the competitions as like a training session, if you know what I mean. So his training throughout the year, he does intense, and then when it comes to shows, he uses that as a training session as well. So it's just the way he looks at things.
Yeah, at the moment he's
untouchable.
Yeah,
he is untouchable, and
he's
I
so
really
good.
think that, like we actually mentioned this like off camera as well, that we were saying like what does it take for Mitch to be considered like one of the greatest of all time, and it's just longevity.
Longevity, yes. I think that's one of the reasons why we can't put him as being
in that category.
Yeah, in that category, but one more year or 2 more years of him performing at this level,
he's cemented. Yeah,
that's it. Everybody should be like, okay, fair enough. He's one of the best, if not the best.
So overall, Las Vegas Deadlift World Championships, very like impressive show, I suppose, for the first time going to Las Vegas. Like it's been a number of years. I think it's since before the pandemic. I think the last time they were there in America. So obviously it's a big leap to get back over there. Some of the events were very well suited. I did think that. We have a new world record from Alexei Novikov with the cannonball hold. What was it, a minute 27 or something? I think it was very impressive. Now he obviously didn't finish the Atlas Stones afterwards, same as Iron Bibi didn't finish the Atlas Stones.
Well, I thought he'll finish the whole competition. Yeah. Still one event short.
Just one event short. Yeah. Look, it's a lot better than what he usually does.
Yeah.
As well as that, we did mention that like Tom Stoltman and Evan Singleton did pull out after the car walk. Other than that, Trey Mitchell getting on the podium.
Yeah.
I think he's the best old school modern strongman, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Trey looks very good now.
So look, hopefully they might make it.
I thought Trey is at his biggest. Actually, I received a Instagram message from Chad Coy. He told me that he actually wasn't at his biggest, but he was like kind of
20 pounds later.
Yeah, but he's very lean.
Yeah.
So he probably even gained more muscle mass.
More than likely.
Yeah.
Because he was very big.
He was very big. Yeah. So Trey looks good.
Yeah, considering like I was saying, 4 points behind Mitchell Hooper.
Yeah.
I really think that Trey, I know he had the setback with the Achilles, but I think he's, as long as the Achilles stays well and he stays injury free, like he's a contender for world's strongest man someday. As long as Mitchell Hooper's not there.
As long as grip events
that's
not
true too.
affecting
well, look, he had a
him
grip
that much
event
either.
and he didn't do too bad this time.
No, but that's again
that's a different style.
That's a different style of
deadlifting
grip
style,
event.
yeah.
Yes.
So
again, we have a lot of comments in our comment section saying that's not really a grip event, and I kind of agree.
Yeah, it's more of a static.
Yes,
deadlift.
so you can kind of rest it on your thighs, and that becomes like more technical thing instead of just pure grip thing. You know.
Let us know in the comment section down below what your predictions were and were they right. And like always, make sure to leave whatever you want in the comments. We love seeing what your reactions are to the shows, especially to what our predictions were. We have some comments already from the show saying about...
What was your prediction?
I had Mitch Hooper, Austin Andrade, Trey Mitchell.
Okay.
And Austin finished fourth.
I had, so we kind of the same. I had Thomas second.
We were wrong.
We were wrong. Yeah.
Like always, you made it this far in the video, make sure to press the like button. If you're not subscribed, please press the subscribe button. And if you are subscribed, please press the bell icon. It'll keep you up to date with everything that's Lalas Brothers. And we'll see you in a future video.
See you later, guys.